To integrate this, we need to go ahead and multiply this out. So I'm going to do the algebra first, and then I'll do the integral. So for the algebra, first of all, this is x to the 1/4, and then it's plus 1, and because it's squared, that means multiply it with itself. So then distribute. When you multiply these two, you need to add the exponents. So 1/4 plus 1/4 is a half. Then when you multiply these two, that's going to be x to the 1/4, and these two another x to the 1/4. So there's two of them that are x to the 1/4. And then the last times the last will be a plus 1. So that's what we need to integrate. So integrate from 0 to 1, the x to the 1/2 plus 2x to the 1/4 plus 1, with x being the variable. Then just add 1 to the exponent. So this will be 3/2, and then divide by 3/2. Add 1 to this exponent. So 1 1/4 is 5/4, and then divide by 5/4. And the antiderivative here is just going to be an x. So this one is x to the 3/2, and then inverted multiply, so that's going to be 2/3 x to the 3/2. And then inverted multiply, so this will be 4/5, and x is to the 5/4. And for the 1, the antiderivative is x. And then evaluate that from 0 to 1. So when you substitute a 1, that's pretty nice because this is just going to be 1 times 2/3 plus, and then this will be 8/5, and that's just a 1. And having 0 as a limit is nice because that's 0, 0, and 0, so subtract 0. So this is going to be our final answer, and how much does that equal? A 2/3 plus an 8/5 plus a 1, and I'm going to get the decimal answer, 3.267. The reason I want the decimal answer is so that when I check my answer, the calculator is going to give me a decimal. So to begin with, it was x is raised to the 1/4 plus 1, and that whole thing gets squared. Now I need to change the window, so it goes from 0 to 1. The y values, I don't know, I'll just put -5 to 5. Okay, nice looking function. And then integrate, so second calculate, go to number 7, from 0 to 1. And the calculator says that the answer is actually 3.267. So now I'm satisfied with this one. Got it right.